The evil eye spirit enters Gigi in a full possession. Gigi's body contorts, his face mutates, his muscles bulges, and his eyes becomes that same grotesque orb of madness. The evil eye has fused with him, and the results are terrifying. In a single punch, he smashes the giant sandworm, forcing it to scurry away. But he doesn't just stop there. He turns on Momo. It's the full scale of the evil eye's rage, who revealed that he had been waiting to fully possess Gigi's body for a long time. This was because Gigi's a prodigy and has a very high psychic aptitude that all cursed spirits alike would love to possess. And now, with his body, the evil eye is able to channel the full power to eradicate all humans. But before he can game end Momo, Turbo Okarun comes to the rescue. After safely shooting Momo back to the surface, he prepares his battle against the evil eye. And this fight truly showcased how broken the evil eye truly is. As though Okarun is just a child, he slaps him up and then reveals his insane power. This yokai can manifest the grudges of those sacrificed by the Keto family, shaping their resentment into physical constructs. One of his deadliest weapons is the grudge ball, a condensed orb of malice that the evil eye boots like a soccer ball from hell. This reflects Gigi's own passion for the game and how at the end of the day this yokai just wants to play. But it's not just a projectile. This thing ricochets off walls, rebounds back to its target like a cursed homing missile. Even if you dodge it once, it'll angle back for a second strike, and third, and fourth, relentlessly locking on until it either hits or the evil eye recalls it. What makes it worse? The ball doesn't lose momentum and can even strike intangible forces like Momo's psychic hands. Oh, and he's not limited to one. The evil eye can multiply the threat by punching the grudge ball, letting it into multiple bouncing death orbs, overwhelming anyone trying to fight him up close. Only two things can actually counter it. Number 1, raw strength equal to or greater than the evil eye to stop the ball from even being launched in the first place. Or number 2, insane speed and reflexes to dodge endlessly mid-combat, all whilst trying to survive this yokai coming at you at full force. Now, if you think that's busted, wait till you see his cursed house, which the evil eye locks Turbo Okarun in. With a snap, this yokai molds the grudges into a house-shaped dome, acting as both a shield and a trap. This barrier doesn't just block attacks, it rejects reality itself. And here's the kicker, the evil eye can phase through his own house or trap enemies inside remotely. Once you're locked in, there's barely any room to move, giving him the perfect setup to pummel you in close quarters. If his opponent pushes back, he just shrinks the house even tighter. It's a death trap that adjusts to his will. The only known weakness, well, it's brute force on yokai levels. Hence why this house didn't really work in his favor against Okarun, as once he was locked in and finally stopped playing about in the tight space they were in, Okarun gives 20 of his squatted headbutts, eating the evil eye out of his own constructed house, shutting him down. But this is short-lived. After exhausting himself, no longer being able to use his yokai powers, Okarun finds himself, along with Turbo Granny, stuck in the cryptid's lair. Meanwhile, Momo big brains the situation and burns Gigi's house down. This forces the giant earthworm to shoot out of the ground. She got this idea by remembering a young Gigi telling her how worms can't breathe when the ground is wet, and on the surface they end up dying because the sun dries them out. So the firefighters drenching the house ground in water caused a similar effect. With the sun still out, Momo is able to finish off this cryptid once and for all. As it dies, it spits out the evil Keto family, who instead of appreciating the fact they were just saved by Momo, the head gets angry that she doomed them all. And lo and behold, the volcano does start erupting. However, Momo, after hearing the prophecy, realized that the family misunderstood its true meaning and went out to prove that their human sacrifices were pointless. With her psychic powers, she uses the dead earthworm as a water hose to cool down the volcano and fire it had started. However, in the middle of all of this, the evil eye re-emerges from the belly of the worm, and we get yet another brutal battle. This time, it's 3-on-1. Momo, the head of the Kita, and Seiko's apprentice versus the evil eye. Even with these odds, the evil eye comes out on top until backup arrives. Mantis Shrimp and Grandma Seiko drops down just in time after an intense battle. She manages to use Taro, the anatomical model, to seal the evil eye, but the damage is done. The evil eye isn't gone. It lives inside Gigi now. After the gang stops the volcanic eruption, saves Okarun and Turbo Granny, they try to perform an exorcism on Gigi. It fails. And the worst part, the transformation can be triggered by something as harmless as any cold liquid. Be it water, soy sauce, a soda, even a splash from the bath. Gigi had become a walking time bomb. The only thing that could revert him back was hot liquid, all whilst he's still within Taro. This yokai is hands down the most powerful being in existence. Turbo Granny further explains how broken it is, as originally the evil eye was a mountain yokai who are distinguished as gods. If any ordinary human gets possessed by one, they would lose their minds. Their cells breaks down and they die. Hence why these yokais only go after powerful vessels, and Gigi is the ultimate one, an exception amongst exceptions. Currently, the evil eye who possessed Gigi is like a newborn baby, but as it grows, they will become unstoppable. This news forces Seiko to enlist the help of powerful performers. However, just as the ritual is about to succeed, Gigi yells for them to stop. Through his bond, he learned the truth. The evil eye doesn't want destruction. It just wants a friend, someone to play with. The boy had been locked away for ages with just a dream of being able to have fun with others. And now, when he was finally free, he was set to die. So with tears, Gigi begs them to stop and let him keep the promise he made to the boy who became this yokai. Grandmama Seiko calls off the exorcism and decides to trust Gigi in his request, welcoming the evil eye into their family. This decision brings everyone into a training arc. Seiko tells Gigi he has enormous talent and potential. His spiritual power is incredible, and so if he follows her training and learns how to control his chi, Gigi may be able to keep the evil eye under control. Sadly, the amount of time this will take is way too long, and hence puts everyone's life in danger. Even with Gigi's quick progression, a mishap of cold water brought forth the evil eye. In its rage, it nearly killed Momo. If not for her smart thinking to spray warm water from her mouth, she'd be dead. This shocking moment puts everyone on edge, where Gigi reluctantly reconsiders doing the final exorcism one more time. However, to prevent this from happening and preserve Gigi's wish to keep the evil eye alive, Okarun decides to become stronger under Turbo Granny's tutelage and challenge the yokai to a duel. Turbo Granny trains him on how to utilize her powers more properly and perform 5 actions in one single beat. Basically, Okarun gains a huge power up. Later, he was capable of dodging the evil eye's multiple grudgeable attacks, whereas he had previously struggled to evade even one in his last fight. After busting him up, Turbo burns out, reverting back to his normal self. It's here where he reveals his big brain plan on how to control the evil eye. Okarun had always planned to make himself a playmate for the yokai. You see, deep down, it's still a child and just wants to fight because it's fun. Killing is like playing to it, hence why even after being beaten, it wants to continue fighting. Though Okarun literally can't fight any longer, he bluffs the situation, calling the evil eye weak, and there being no point until the evil eye gets stronger. It's here where for the very first time, the evil eye tries to reason and argue his way to get what he wants rather than being violent. The evil eye tells Okarun that he will become tougher so they can fight again, but Okarun's nerdy IQ lays out some conditions. First, the evil eye cannot fight anyone else but him, and And second, they will only fight once a week every Tuesday after school. After some back and forth, the evil eye agrees. But before he can seal the deal, he had to hand over his underwears, giving some personification to it, suggesting that the garment itself is what had the will to eradicate all humans. This underwear somehow became a cursed object and likely stems from the fact that when the yokai suffered abuse, torture and was sacrificed, all it had to its name was a small piece of garment. So to keep everyone safe, it's locked away in Manjiro's shrine. With that, the evil eye officially became part of Team Okarun. All whilst Jiji continues his intense training with Grandmama Seiko to master his spiritual power. Through trial and error, he eventually, even without the evil eye, learns to project his ki as a concussive force, which becomes his signature move, the Ha Wave. Though it initially lacks attack power, Gigi enhances it with a new method taught by Momo, the power of words. By shouting a name for his attack, he imbues it with spiritual force. Thus, his Ha Wave evolves into the more destructive evil gun. From this point forward, Gigi's story becomes woven into the larger narrative. He helps in the battle against the space aliens and undergoes extreme training to defend his planet. His role is critical, and once he perfects the evil gun, Gigi makes a huge difference in overpowering multiple alien enemies. But his power-ups doesn't stop there. Remember, Gigi possesses extraordinary ki reserves, and during one brutal battle, Gigi is captured by an alien who tries to drain all of Gigi's ki by force. This was a big mistake. Gigi intentionally overloads the core's exosuit by flooding it with more ki than it could handle, causing it to malfunction and self-destruct from the inside out. That's how much energy this man is packing. But that's not all, as later against the invading space globalist, Gigi channels the evil eye's power through his ki and fuses it with spiral power, a mystical technique Seiko taught him on harnessing spiral dynamics to amplify an individual's ability. This newfound combination allowed Gigi to reach greater heights of power, capable of even breaking through alien exosuits and spiritual barriers. Eventually, Gigi allows the evil eye to take over voluntarily, no longer being just a victim, but a partner. Their symbiotic relationship completely changed the game and made Gigi a force to reckon with. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash the like button and don't forget to check out the full breakdown on Okarun's insane transformation into one of the strongest and fastest yokai ever, Turbo-kun.